All right. So what we were seeing in the previous class is what we are discussing about. Okay. So now that's what. So now if you see here. So limit 100. Limit 100 means what? Here the number of rows is very less. So what is the number of rows we got here? 15. So if I want to see only 5 rows, so I'll say limit 5. If I want to see next 5 rows, what I will do? Offset I need to apply. What is that offset? So offset by defaultly will be 0. If you don't give also, it will apply. Offset by default it will apply. It would have applied. So now what we will do? We want next 5. So means the cursor will go to a 5th row of the table, and from there you see ID next 5 rows came. Right? Next 5 rows came. So means if you want to fetch the data, limited set of data, you need to use a limit and offset. You see? Limit and offset. Limit and offset. So now, apart from this, I want to order the data based on my name. How? I will say order by. We saw order by, right? No, order by is not done. Not done, huh? Okay, where condition will go? Where condition will go? So I want to restrict the data based on the condition, based on a single condition. So what is that? So I'll say what all the black color cars are there in my studio. Okay, let us consider. So these 3 black color cars came. So but I said but when you see vehicles, total vehicles, what was happening here? It was like, what do you say? How many black are there? Will count. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 4 are there. So now we are missing capital black. So how we'll get this? Either we need to use a function that is called a lower. So means all the data will convert in the table into a lower, because we are giving a lower case. Because we are giving a lower case. If you are giving a upper case, what we will do? Upper. So we'll give it as upper. So this is what we have done, okay, last time. And apart from that, like now you see here, you say color black. You say color is equal to black, and say I want, okay, I want only brand name Honda. Means and condition is what we are saying, we are specifying. So now I want to apply one or more filters to the data. Now you go to Flipkart, you will apply, right? I want this particular price, from starting price to ending price, this much, and with a brand. So how will you do? What you are doing? You are doing SQL only behind the scene. You are doing SQL only. From front end, it will go as a request to the server. Inside that, you will have a SQL query. Okay, because all the data will be there in the database, right? It will not be there in the air. So it need to talk to data, any of the data. So let us consider Flipkart and all have, what do you say, search engines. So inside the search engines also, you will have a limited offset concept. Okay, go and read about search engines. What is search engine and all? Like even Google is a search engine. Flipkart uses a search engine called Solar. Okay, so now in this case, what kind of queries there will be? There will be a Solar query. Again, Solar query is nothing but a SQL query only. At the end of the day, Solar will talk to SQL. What they would have done, they would have indexed the entire data and kept in the Solar search server, and they will be querying from the server. Because of that, that's why it's very fast. Rather than SQL, that's why it's very fast. So go and read about solar also. It's a search engine just to index the data. It will go there and come. Okay. So now coming back to our SQL. Okay. Now what we have done? We have done and condition like previous class, and R condition also means there may be a black or Honda brand. So I want both, either this or that. If you have both, bring both, or if you have anyone, bring that. It's like R means it's not like either this or that. If you have both, bring both. If you have anyone, bring that. In AND, this is not the case. Both conditions should match. Both conditions should match. That was the point. Clear? Right. So apart from this, what did we see? We saw some orders table, right? Orders. Where we saw? Where was that? In test schema. Yes, in test schema it is. Okay. In test schema it is. Yeah. So test schema. So now select star from orders. Select star from orders. What are the orders are there? Here it is. Sorry. Again, the problem is that one. So now the test schema came. Select star from orders. Yeah, orders are like this. So we have a list of products. For that, everyone can order. Let us consider again a Flipkart case or Amazon case. Anything, any retail or anything you order, Myntra or anything, right? So now if you see what kind of orders we will do, any product I can order. But I want to find out at the end of the day, I want to query the data, give the data between these dates. Give data between these dates. So now we'll say where, okay, we'll find out for first one day. We'll find out for first one day. That is 11th December 2021. We'll find out. What is that? Order date is equal to what we need to give? 2021-12-11. So this will be a string for us. So if you give string also, it will work. So at the end of the day, you give a string as an input in the format of data. So what is the format? YYMMDD. That is the format. Clear? So our column date is data type is date. So you need to understand we are seeing the data type called date also. Till now we didn't see the date. Now we are seeing the date column. Now what we are doing? We are taking the orders on a particular date. On a particular date. Again, this is a where condition. But what we need, this is a different use case scenario. They will ask you to bring the orders. To bring the orders on a particular date. Clear? On a particular date. So now what is a particular date? December 11th. We saw. Now what we need to do, other than this, I need to find out the orders in between dates, in between the days, like from 7th December to 11th December. Let us consider. So now what we need to do, order date, okay, between what? 7th December. And they will ask you simple SQL query to write down this. If you are a fresher or if you are experienced also, they will ask you, do you know this? They will ask. 11th December. 11th December. So did we get the data? Yes. From 7th December to 11th December, there were 4 orders. Whereas especially with the 11th December, we had 3 orders. So we saw between keyword. So between these dates. So between these dates, they will ask you, between is inclusive or exclusive? Inclusive. So you should have that idea. Okay. So they'll just make you confused. So it is inclusive, paka. So they will ask like that. Is it an inclusive or exclusive? So such kind of questions they will drill down. Okay. So that's the reason we are saying this particular. Okay, can we apply a greater than or equal to? Yes, I can apply greater than this particular date. Yes, all the rows came after a particular date. Okay, so now what we see here is after a particular date. After a particular date, what we saw earlier is that particular date. Right? So we can write down comments also in SQL. How? So if you see double hyphen, if you give double hyphen comments, so what is this? Query to fetch data on particular date. So whereas this, yeah, query to fetch data between the dates. Between the given dates. What is this query? Query to fetch data after a date, after a particular date. So can I apply below before a particular date? Yes, that is also possible. That is also possible. Just that is also possible. So from this, what we are exploring is date. Okay, date data type and between a keyword also. Do we have the rows? Yes, we have the rows. Clear? So this will be our. So you guys need to remember this particular queries so that you can tomorrow answer if any. Where was our date? Date data type. Yeah, date data type we have added here between and greater than also we have added, greater than or equal to also we have added. So now we have added all four once. So I added one more screenshot to our repository. Okay, clear? So you don't want to worry, just you can go and see what we have done also in previous classes. If you have doubt, you can ask me the doubts. Clear? Okay.